Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome back. Hope you're having a fantastic day. I apologize for showing you an IS-7 game yesterday. I know that Bud hurt a lot of people, and they would much rather see heavy tank gameplay from another nation, and so I've selected the Beast, the Animal tank that the Wargaming does not supply sound, so we're going to rewind it, and the replay is going to crash. No, it didn't. Wargaming does not supply sound on non-Russian heavy. Okay, there we go. It's a replay glitch, okay? It's a replay glitch, but we're back. The E100. Why not? We have to view the E100. This guy is just a regular schmo player, and he said this is his best effort and his best result in his whole history of playing the game. So we're gonna watch it. And he's got the Arnie camo, and he's got the Arnie commander, and he's got the E100. Now, if Arnie was going to be driving a tank for real in this game, it would be the E100. He's spotted. Of course he's spotted. We're going to back this up again. We're going to back it up again, because this is incroyable, guys. Let's see. Watch. Now, we're gonna as soon as the light bulb goes on, as soon as it goes on, let's stop it. Now he's not spotted. So, you can judge for yourself whether Wargaming's replays make any sense at all. Because how could he have been spotted? Boop! Yeah. I'm thinking. He's in the buildings. There's like, how is he? Well, he wasn't spotted, guys. It's I don't know. How did he not pen the T-57 heavy? Nobody knows. He fired APCR right at the track wheel where the hull is, and you know. But now he's gonna pen him. Take this. Why? His 6 cents went off, guys. He got penned by the Conqueror. You know what? This guy made a mistake. And he's stunned, and his gun is destroyed. Of course, his gun is destroyed. Yes, he's stunned. He got some spotting assist. Now, this guy is not an expert E100 player, and I'm going to give him just a little advice because he got penned there by the Conqueror, which is not a. Shouldn't be scared of a Conqueror when you're in the E100. And if you shot him in the hull, you probably pen him, right? Usually he's aiming for the top, which is good. He missed. But even the hull there, he might have penned him if he's shooting the good stuff, right? Is he shooting the good stuff? 311 pen. Yeah, he might have penned him if he shot the hull. So he's not an expert E100 player, and he was looking. He was pointing his turret at that guy, not paying attention. When you point your turret at a tank in an E100, you expose your weak spot, which is yourself. You've exposed yourself. If you expose yourself in an E100, you've exposed the weak spot. And now he's confused. He's trying his best. This is going to be his best game ever, guys. Just hold your horses, because he does a really good job here. And can he get another shot on? Yes, you can. Yeah, right there. If you're gonna press number 2 and load 50 shells of the premium ammo, then you don't have to aim that much, right? Just the hull, yeah. Even if that guy's not angled at an out of bounds, you're probably gonna pen with 311 pen. That guy's side scraping, even if he's got like a couple of extra degrees, it's. Trust me. You can, oh, and he's stunned again. Go in the training room and just see how much of an angle you can go through. But even if the guy's at a 70-degree angle, 311 pen, what's the side armor of that thing? If you shoot above the tracks, some of those side armor tanks are cheese side armor. Cheese? Cheese! Jesus Christ. There's a VK. What are you doing, VK? Now, if you cross this center road, you could get shot by a lot of people. And he's pulling back. He's tentative, right? He has not protected his HP. But he's trying to scope out, like, where do I go? Do I go this way? This guy's reversing in my way. What is he doing? There's a lot to contemplate. Ah, there's the enemies. Yes, there they are. Look. Look, tier 8s. Ooh. But be careful. There's an FV215B183, which is... okay, scoot across here and hope you don't get shot. But you could shoot him. You could shoot him. You could shoot him. But don't linger. And now he's lingering. That's not... but no one shot him. Whew! Okay. There's a Charfateur and a T-125 there. There's a Canard. Ooh, and that guy bounced on him. He accidentally bounced the IS-6. What's the IS-6 going to do versus an IS-7 or versus an E-100? Okay. This guy has a tendency of aiming and then pulling back. Just aim and shoot. Concentrate on what you're doing. Concentrate on what you're doing. That's a very, very tough armor you just shot at. Go to the next corner. Cross and go to the next corner. Side scrape and kill that ISN. Come on. Put your nuts on the table. Just cross here. There, that was nice. Go to this corner right here. Side scrape that corner and demolish all those guys. That's what you should do. See, he's always like accidentally leaving his turret pointed at the enemies. They're not penning him, but if this was a tier 10 game, he'd be down to almost no HP. You can't leave your turret pointing at the enemies while you're trying to decide what to do. That does not work in any 100. Luckily, they're tier 8s firing at him. And now he's going to the corner. Okay, he did it. Now he's Mr. Aggressive. Now, side scrape this corner. Side scrape this. There, that's right through the side. See? Side armor. What is that guy's? I think he's got 50 mils or 51 mils of side armor. 311 pen. It doesn't matter what angle he's on. Just shoot. You were fine. Yeah, just shoot anywhere there. He's a tier 8. Oh, he's Go E100. That guy. Just shoot him anywhere. Just right there. Just shoot. Not the gun. Don't shoot his gun. Shoot the top of his roof. You got 311 pen. Just shoot right there. There, shoot! There you go. I'm trying to help this guy out. Go! Sure, it's a side. Just shoot. Guys, when you're firing 311 pen in an E100 and you're facing tanks that have 51 millimeters of side armor, don't aim. Just shoot the side anywhere. It's gonna go in. You don't have to finesse things. Why press number 2? Why load nothing but premium ammo if you're not just gonna like do it? Just shoot. There, just shoot. All the skill has been removed. Shoot his side. Just show us. Shoot his side, please. Shoot his side. Well, now you got a good angle. And I wonder why that FV did not fire back. Long reload, but that was a long time of not firing back. So just take him. Crush him like the bug he is. Oh, he penned you because you came across like this. You came out like this instead of like this. He's trying his best, guys. He's trying his best. And now he has to face a tier 10, T125. And shoot! Do you find... Wargaming said yes. Do you find you're yelling at the screen, trying to tell this guy what to do? Just shoot! You will not damage a tank that you don't shoot at. You won't. Guaranteed. This is Klaus Kellerman. 2023. You will not damage any tank you do not shoot at in this game. Guaranteed. Just remember that. He's got 40, he's got over 50 shells. You see someone like that backing up into cover, you're not fully aimed, just press the trigger. Sometimes Wargaming says, yes, we decided that you should have good shot now. Sometimes Wargaming will say, no, fuck you, you should have aimed. But you don't know, right? And don't just barrel around the corner like a Muppet. Shoot! Lead the shot. Okay, got it. Oh my god. So I say bravo to Mr. Ghosty Killer 3. right? He ended up with steel wall and high caliber. He did over 8,000 damage. Best game he ever had, right? He lost credits because he's fired nothing but premium ammo. But I got to say, you were fighting tier 8s, okay? You got to be aggressive when you fight tier 8s. But if you're matched up against big tier 10s and you do that, you look at the enemies when you're coming around and you come around the corner sideways, you're not going to do well in the E100, okay? When you're reloading or trying to decide what to do, you got to angle your turret. If you come around the corner, your turret has to be angled and your hull has to be angled. You have to think angles, geometry. You can't just pull it across horizontally. And as we watch a Russian tank, okay, I know. Some of you said, what's wrong with the IS-7? Okay. T-62A. Rare one. But I got to ask you guys a question. Do you know who made that phrase famous the first time? Vertizontal. Who did that? Any guess? Reference? Well, I'll tell you, okay? It was Archie Bunker. He was going fishing with Meathead. They get up early in the morning because they got a fish bite early in the morning. And Archie goes in his room, I think, and the Meathead's sleeping. He says, come on, get up! The Meathead gets up. And he's like, you know, half asleep. And he says, oh, I gotta get dressed. And he puts on his sock. And then he gets a shoe and he starts putting his shoe on. And Archie says, what the hell are you doing? He goes, what? He goes, what are you doing right there? He goes, I'm getting dressed. No. You just put on a sock and then you put on a shoe. What's wrong with you? He goes, what? Everyone knows you don't put on a shoe, or you don't put on a sock and a shoe and a sock and a shoe. You put on a sock and a sock and a shoe and a shoe. And the Meathead goes, I like to put on a sock and a shoe and a sock and a shoe. And Archie's furious. What's wrong with you? What if there's a flood? No, I screwed up the joke. He goes, what's wrong with you? What if there's a fire? You gotta run out of the house. You'll be out on the street there with a sock and a shoe on. People think you're nuts. And the Meathead goes, oh yeah? What if there's a flood? You're walking around with 2 socks on, your feet get wet. I'm hopping around on 1 foot and staying dry. That's not the... So they're going fishing, right? So Archie's got his fishing rod, and the Meathead has his fishing rod, and they're getting some stuff, and the Meathead's holding his fishing rod like this, and every time he turns around, he hits Archie in the ass with his fishing pole. And Archie's going, what are you doing? Don't point that thing at me, right? And he's there, it's comedy. And so they're just leaving, and the Meathead hits him in the ass again with the fishing pole. And Archie goes, will you stop that? That's not how you carry a fishing rod like this. You have to hold it vertically. And that's where it comes from. That's where the term vertizontal came from. And if you know anything about comedy, you would know that that was that got one of the biggest laughs. This is in the 70s? 70s sitcom. They measured everything then, right? Ratings, how many households watched, this and that. How long were the... Because they used to record these shows in front of a live studio audience without making people laugh. Like now, when they record a show, they just have a computer that that's why the shows are so pathetic now. You got 5 people and they say like one sentence and there's 5 of them, they take turns. And then she, and the other guy goes, left the house, and the other actor says, and she dropped, and the other guy says, the ball on the floor. And then there's computer, ha 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 ha. It's pathetic, right? In the old days, they used to perform live and they were filmed. There was an audience, and they didn't hold up cue cards that said laugh, applaud. The audience laughed if it was funny, and they didn't laugh if it wasn't funny. So they used to measure how long the laugh was. That was one of the statistics they kept. And in those days, that Archie saying, you gotta hold it vertically, right? That 3-minute bit that they did, culminating in him saying, you gotta hold it vertically, got the longest laugh at the time of any portion of a sitcom at that time, right? It was a revolutionary show, All in the Family. That the first time a toilet was flushed on American TV, during a show. And how did that happen? Edith was in the house, and she goes, "Where's Archie?" "I don't know, Ma. Where is he?" "And where is he supposed to be here?" And then you hear the toilet, and he comes down the stairs. And that was funny. In the 70s, that was like pushing the envelope, right? It was. That was like extreme. They didn't know how people would react to that. Right? They were used to watching Leave It to Beaver and Quickie Baby videos. Right? They weren't ready for that pushing the envelope stuff. And I don't know what this guy's doing, but how far we've degraded. You thought I was going to say how far we've come. How far we've degraded into the cesspool that we wallow around in now, with some of the garbage that we're exposed to on the internet and social media and TV and movies. When back in the day, flushing the toilet on primetime television was considered risky. I don't know. I'm going to rewatch that show in its entirety. And I know it's very, would be called not appropriate now, right? Because there's a lot of, I guess what people would say are racist connotations and stuff in it. But anyways, at the time, one of the top shows for 6-7 seasons in a row or something. I think it had 9 seasons. The Bigot, but with a heart of gold, right? It was very clever for the time. Could never do a show like that now. It would get canceled before it even started, right? Now, let's not even get into it. But it's not possible in this day and age. You know what kind of garbage we have on TV now, right? Now we have what's one good example? We have like a Lord of the Ring sort of spin-off, but the dwarf, the dwarfs, some of them don't have beards. I don't know. They were worried that they shouldn't have a beard, or the beard's too long, or they're appropriating some culture if someone has a beard. I don't know. Whatever the fuck. Who cares? How did we get into this discussion? Oh, you missed. What is with these people with the super sensitive mouses? You can tell the way it's jiggling around is that he's got the sensitivity set really high, and he's missing a lot of shots because it's going like this. You guys have to adjust your sensitivities. All these people that I'm featuring that have this setting, and let's just pause it here because it's he alone versus 5, right? And he's only got 215 HP. What could go wrong? But did you watch my video about mouse sensitivity? I'm not going to go through it all again, but if your sensitivity is set too sensitively, just a small input from your mouse jiggles things around, and sometimes you take a little extra time trying to zoom in on the spot you want to aim at, like he's jiggling around, right? You get used to playing with a certain sensitivity, but this guy's trying to get the gun depression, but he doesn't have the gun depression. Oh boy. Go in a training room and test it out. In the in-game settings, I've set them way in sniper mode, way down. In other mode, this mode, slightly higher, because you want to be able to moving the mouse a little bit, look like, go all the way there and all the way there. You don't want to have to be moving the mouse. Oh, and Yuri? American tank has now surprised the Russian tank and shot Russian tank in the side, Yuri. So what should happen? Well, obviously, American tank should bounce shot. Russian tank should absorb power of American shell, and then Russian tank should snap American heavy tank, and American heavy tank vaporize. This is how game is designed. We continue now. So a little bit more sensitive in... Oh, here comes a little cockroach who has cockroach stopped. Cockroach is dead. I guess when the cockroach stopped, he thought, well, do I keep driving and go behind him and shoot? Or do I stop? And he made his decision. Now STRV. STRV hiding in the bushes near his own cap, defending his cap. There's no way the T-62A could win. No way he could win. But of course STRV is not going to hide and set up an ambush and put himself into siege mode in a bush, because that would be too intelligent. What he wants to do is drive around like this. Here he goes. He wants to drive. And then he wants to drive some more. And he wants to position himself behind a dead tank so he can't do anything. Let's see what happens here. This is a very good strategy by the STRV. Now, STRV, if you would expose your track wheel, if you could expose your track wheel, then you will make this video worth watching. There you go. Thank you. That's a good strategy that you've... That's perfect. And use your repair kit. And now the STRV is thinking, oh, maybe this isn't a good strategy. Perhaps I should have thought about this. Can we talk this over? Shoot him between the turret and the body of that dead tank. Can you get a shot between the turret and the body of the dead tank? Let's see. Come on, you can do it, buddy. You can do it. This guy is being very patient. He realizes the predicament he's in. The STRV realizes the predicament that he is in. And it's a sort of a Mexican standoff. But now if he backs up, he'll go stealth. If he just pulls down, he could go stealth and surprise Mr. STRV. Let's see what happens here. Can he shoot between... Look, zoom in and look. The gap. The gap right there. Can you shoot him? Try. Yes. Can he? Maybe not. He hasn't tried to look. What's your guess, guys? Who wins? That guy still has 600. The STRV had full HP, and now he's running away because he's a pussy. Drown yourself, you muppet! Drown yourself! He's gone stealth. Okay, take the low ground and flank him. Take the low ground and flank him. Oh, he's going to use the bush, guys. Babushka! Babushka! Oh my god. Oh my, can you select a more clueless, more pathetic, more useless, the biggest loser? Okay, so I think we've uncovered a new series for this channel called The Biggest Loser. And the biggest loser you have watched, you have witnessed. Hubert, 21. From the Draw clan, but apparently he did not play for the draw. He played for the loss. Ay, 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 ay. Comments would be appreciated for this one, guys. I will catch you on the next one.